2022 has been an amazing year at Truly. We have shown you some of the most fascinating people from all across the world. As the year draws to an end, we look back at some of the most popular episodes we released this year. This is our top 10 films of 2022. Starting in 10th place with 1.3 million views is Taylor, the girl who can't smile.
I was born with a really rare neurological disorder called no-deer syndrome. So it's basically like facial paralysis, and because of this syndrome I was also born with an outer extremity deformity, and mine was bilateral talipes or clubbed feet. And around the age of, I want to say 11 or 12, I had a really invasive operation that was supposed to be able to make me smile, but it was unsuccessful.
Taylor lost all of her confidence as a child and dealt with bullying throughout her childhood.
I think my confidence got knocked out of me as I got older. I didn't want to go anywhere because I was insecure about myself. But when it comes to physical bullying, it's like, it's tough. So, you know, like I was pushed down hills, I had my bag ripped off my back, had books ripped out of my bag. I would I'd be walking upstairs and people would kick my knees in from behind. You know, it was tough. I first started the self-help journey around the age of 20. That doesn't mean I fully accepted myself then, but it's been 4 years of me really working hard in all aspects of my life to make sure I can live the best life I possibly can.
On her self-help journey, Taylor turned to sport and is now a professional shot put player.
Being an athlete has given me so much discipline and strength and confidence, and it's really set me up, and I think it really helped in terms of my recovery journey.
And now, Taylor is living her best life.
Oh, everything's changed since accepting myself. My confidence, the way I interact with people, the way I interact with people online, being 100% authentic to me. Like, I'm probably one of the most sarcastic people you'll ever meet.
Gosh, I know. It is so hard being ridiculously, offensively attractive. Like, I get it. I'm so sorry.
And in 9th place, with 1.7 million views, we meet Olivia.
I have a vascular malformation, and more technically mine is a venous malformation. So my arm gets blood clots because my veins aren't regular veins. They're very wide and they constantly expand. I like to think of it as a hose. If the hose is too big, the water's not going to be able to get through it with a regular spout. So it's going to kind of slow down and my arm clots up.
Growing up different has meant Olivia has had to deal with bullying.
Some of the worst things people have said, it's mostly been online. I think I was 12 and somebody messaged me who I went to school with. Out of pure anger, they just called me the Hulk. It was the Hulky, you look like Hulky, and I back then was very hurt by it because I'd never been called anything like that. I'd never compared myself to anything like that.
But Olivia doesn't let anything get her down.
I think that I'm just a beautiful person and that nothing is ever going to be able to affect that. What I see in the mirror now, I love myself. So I started posting on social media because I personally had never seen anybody with it before. I wanted to bring awareness. It's important for me because I felt lost when I was younger because the only people I'd ever seen with anything similar to me were in a hospital. And so putting myself out there and meeting all these people meant I wasn't alone anymore.
In 8th place, with 1.7 million views, we meet Shamika and her tattooed baby, Traylon.
When I was 8 months, I did a maternity shoot with my brothers at a tattoo shop, and I got bullied on social media. All the comments were negative. People were saying, oh, my baby is gonna be born with a whole bunch of tattoos. He gonna have skin poison. It was crazy. Like, I was laughing, but I said, I'm gonna get back at him.
And Shamika decided to do just that.
Traylon's first tattoo was when he was 6 months. And just the detail of it, it was just so amazing.
But not everyone agreed that this really was amazing.
The very first time Shamika told me about the tattoos, my first reaction was, they're gonna call DCF on you.
The backlash was horrible. It hurt my feelings because I know I'm not a bad mom. And I got called all type of names. Like, it was crazy.
He gonna be a gangster.
He gonna be a gangster. He gonna get shot down in the street.
It was some bad comments.
It was some bad comments.
We're raising him up for prison.
Yeah.
It was just bad all around.
But Shamika didn't let the negative comments stop her.
Man.
He got his first tattoo. Basically, just place this rag against it right now, and as the rag moistens it up, it will stick on the skin.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
With the temporary tattoos, there are not any risks. If you're judging someone off of 30-second videos on social media, that's your business, but what you say or think about someone don't determine what they're gonna be in the future.
In 7th place, with 2.7 million views, is Merrin and James.
I'm a masculine presenting woman.
And I am a feminine presenting straight man. I guess people perceive us as weird as a couple because we don't follow the regular status quo. And we don't look like how they want us to look.
They met online during lockdown and have been dating ever since.
So I've only dated girls in the past. I'm very much attracted to femininity as a whole. I love that just his energy is very feminine. Like sometimes he'll like this is not, the little jacket's not feminine, but the way he's acting is feminine.
My sexuality was all over the place, very much. In high school, I was like this full straight, like almost hyper masculine version of myself, where like I was still one of the girls. However, I was pulling girls. And then I got to college and I was like, yeah, that ain't it.
In the beginning, people would say like, they're just best friends. They're doing this for views.
The most frequent question we get is, who is the woman? Or like, who is the girl? Who is the boy? Who is the man?
Merrin and James don't care what the haters think. They are happy and in love.
There is no big hoopla around our relationship. We are really just two people that dress differently, but the rest of our relationship is the same.
And I feel like, because none of our friends like ever felt like the way people are commenting on our TikToks. They're like, it's so regular, like it's so normal, which it is. We just dress differently.
In 6th place, with 2.7 million views, is Katrina.
I have a condition called lipedema or lipedema and lymphedema.
Oh, big boy.
The lipedema is pretty much a fat storage disorder.
So basically, my legs will never stop growing.
The doctors never knew what it was. I didn't get diagnosed till I was 35 years old.
And with this condition comes great pain.
Condition itself is very, very painful. It's painful to touch. Sometimes I can't even put a sheet over me, and not to mention the swelling, the clots, blood flow, restriction. It's not easy. It don't feel good. You may not even think it's fair, but it's a bada bing, bada bang, you know? Yes, it has altered things, but I still have life. I woke up this morning, so I'm grateful, I'm blessed. I have to press on because I believe, and this is just my belief, that if I stop, that's when I would succumb to lipolymphedema.
I started to document my condition online because I was running into more and more women who were suffering in silence and didn't know what was going on with them. Lipolymphedema make your legs disfigured, and that's what people just see. And I just be like, look up here. Here's this face, okay, she's beautiful.
In 5th place, with 2.9 million views, is 2'4" teacher Kuroda.
This is Kuroda from Jharkhand, India. He was born with an unknown condition, where most of his bones are missing from his body, and the doctors predicted he wouldn't live beyond a few days.
तो उसके बाद ऐसे 3 साल के बाद फिर ले गई तो डॉक्टर देखा कि रे बच्चे हैं और हाँ अच्छा तो फिर दवा लिख दिया तो गरीबता के कारण मेरी माँ ने 4-5 साल दवा चलाई उसके बाद छोड़ दी.
Kuroda didn't grow beyond 28 inches, and he is unable to walk, which means that his mother has to help him with his basic daily tasks.
वो हमको अपने से तो कुछ कर नहीं पाते हैं, लेकिन एक जन्मजात की तरह मेरी माँ जन्मजात शिशु की तरह मेरी माँ ही सेवा करती है.
Despite his condition, his parents encouraged him to live as much as a normal life as possible.
पापा है ना, वही हमको पढ़ाना शुरू किया बचपन में, तो वही हमको हिंदी पढ़ाना और मैथ मैंने जानकारी मेरे पापा से मिला. तो हमको बच्चे पढ़ाने को इतना शौक था ना, बहुत पहले से हम बच्चों को पढ़ा रहे थे.
Not only did Kuroda open his own shop, he also does what he loves, teaching at a local school.
दुकान में चलाने में भी आनंद हुआ, और दुकान में जो भी आता है कस्टमर लोग, तो उनसे हमको अच्छा लगता है और पैसा सभी अच्छे से देन लेन अच्छा करता है. और हम दूसरों को यही शिक्षा देना चाहते हैं, यही मेरा सुझाव है कि अगर किसी तरह से बच्चा पैदा हो गया है, तो अच्छा हुआ या खराब हुआ है, या विकलांग हो या अच्छा हो, सभी को एक समान माने और इसको एक नज़रअंदाज रखें और कोई तरह का उसको अपमानित ना करें. यही हम उसको बोलना चाहते हैं.
In fourth place, with 6.1 million views, is Joseph and his wife, Venia.
When I first met Joe at work, I seen him walk into the building, and it was early in the morning. And when I saw Joseph, I was thinking to myself, am I really seeing this? Because like I said, it was early, and I'm like, am I really seeing what I'm seeing?
Joseph was born without a jaw or a chin. This means he has to eat through a tube, can't smell, and has lost his hearing.
Growing up like I am, it was a hit and miss, because I don't expect everyone to accept me, but I got all kinds of responses. Responses such as people running from me because they are scared, or they would scream or cry. But on the flip side, I do have people who love me and they do not see this condition.
Joseph found love with Venia after meeting at work and got married in 2020. But not everyone thought that this was real.
We get things like, she can't kiss him, or she must be cheating on him. Other things consist of personal matters such as sex, and we are faking marriage for attention.
But Joseph and Venia ignore the comments and focus on their love for each other.
Well, what I want people to know about being in a relationship with someone who has a disability is that you have to be patient with them and give them some time and look at their heart. Like, don't look at their physical appearance, whatever the disability may be.
In third place, with 8.5 million views, is Vesavia, whose heart is outside of her chest.
My condition is called pentology of control. It basically means that my heart is outside of my ribcage, so it's not protected by my ribcage anymore.
There's no known reason why Vesavia's heart is outside of her chest. We don't know what caused this condition.
Though many people think Vesavia is in pain, she is confident in proving them wrong.
Seeing my heart outside my body does not necessarily feel like anything because I'm used to it, except it might feel like something to other people, but not to me.
However, her condition does affect her being able to do certain things.
My condition affects my daily life because I can't do some normal things, like I can't run or I can't walk too fast, and I can't go up and down the stairs because my oxygen drops really, really low. I have to use this when my oxygen levels go really low because sometimes they do go under 50, or when I'm having an asthma attack.
Vesavia now shares her condition on social media to help spread awareness.
I'm grateful for proving the doctors wrong, that I can still eat and walk and be alive. I would like to push my limits on what I can and cannot do because I want to inspire other people and because I want people to know that I am more than just my heart and I am beautiful just the way I am.
In second place, with 13 million views, is 2-foot-tall Jyoti.
Jyoti was born with a rare condition that affected her height growing up, and now at 28 years old, she is a tiny 24 inches tall.
मैं जब 3-4 साल की थी तब ऐसे ही डॉक्टरों के पास गए थे नॉर्मल चेकअप करने, तो डॉक्टरों ने जब मुझे चेक किया उनके बाद उन्होंने बताया कि ज्योति की हाइट रुक चुकी है क्योंकि हार्मोन्स की कमी है. मेरी लाइफ नॉर्मल बच्चों से बहुत अलग थी और फिर मेरे सर में या कहीं पे भी फ्रैक्चर हो जाता है या फिर चोट लग जाती है जल्दी से. मतलब मेरे जो बोन्स हैं वो बहुत कमज़ोर है. मेरे हाइट कम रहने के कारण मुझे बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस आते हैं, जैसे कि किचन में खाना पकाने में या फिर कहीं बाहर जाने में, इससे बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स होती हैं।
With her friends and family accepting her for who she is now proud of her height.
मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि मेरे हाइट की वजह से मुझे एक पहचान मिली है।
Jyoti also has a successful social media account where she posts whatever makes her happy.
ऐसे बहुत सारे शोज़ किए, लेकिन मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा मज़ा अमेरिकन हॉरर स्टोरी में आया था, और जो वहाँ पे एक्टर्स लोग थे उन्होंने भी मुझे बहुत हेल्प किए। उनके साथ एक्टिंग करके सबसे बड़ा ड्रीम यही है कि मैं बहुत बड़ी एक एक्टर बन जाऊँ। मैं सभी को यही मैसेज दूँगी जो मेरे जैसे लोग हैं बहुत सारे, मैं उन्हें यही कहना चाहूँगी कि अगर हमें आगे बढ़ना है तो लोगों की जो कमेंट्स है उसे इग्नोर करें और अपनी लाइफ पे फोकस करें।
And in first place as our most popular video of 2022 with a whopping 26 million views is Conjoined twins Sona and Mona.
मेरा नाम मोना सिंह है।
मेरा नाम सोना सिंह।
मेरी एज 19 ईयर्स है।
मेरी भी 19 ईयर्स।
We are conjoined twins.
Our condition is extremely rare.
From the chest up, Mona and Sona have their own unique set of organs. But the conjoined twins do share a gallbladder and spleen, as well as a set of legs.
कि ये डॉक्टर्स ने पूछा सेपरेट नहीं, डॉक्टर्स ने जब हमारा बर्थ हुआ था ना तभी डॉक्टर्स ने बोल दिया कि इनका
सेपरेट होना चाहिए। सेपरेट पीछे से जाकर सिंगल एक हो जाते हैं,
तो वो जो सेपरेट करेगा तो कोई एक जना तो मर ही जाएगा।
The twins have learned how to live as one.
स्टार्टिंग से हमने कोऑर्डिनेट, जैसे हम बच्चे थे तो ऐसे हम खेलते थे। बच्चे तो आपको पता ही होगा, तो
हम खेलते थे तो तभी से हमारा जो कोऑर्डिनेट है वो बन गया। कैसे बैलेंस करना है अपने आप को,
आपको किधर को जाना है किधर को नहीं जाना, क्योंकि हम लड़ाई झगड़ा नहीं करते।
हमारा
तो बनता ही नहीं बहस करना। हम तो कंजॉइंट ट्विंस हैं, तो
हमेशा साथ
रहना है।
बहस करने का क्या फायदा
आएगा? कोई फायदा नहीं होगा।
And although they were put up for adoption by their birth parents, the twins had a full education and now work as electricians for their local government.
हमसे लोग सीखें, इंस्पायर हुए कि हम अपनी लाइफ कैसे जी रहे हैं। कंजॉइंट ट्विंस होने के अपना टाइम मतलब वेस्ट मत करें, सही कामों में लगाएं। तो यही हमारा लोगों से बहुत बड़ा मैसेज है।
Well, there you have it, your top 10 most watched stories from 2022. Make sure you click the subscribe button to keep up to date with our brand new, truly remarkable stories in 2023.